Hey, hi, hello, how are you? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Mark. How you getting on today? My goodness, why do I record so early in the morning? I sound like, I don't even know what I sound like. I sound like some kind of wild animal. Anyway, welcome back, welcome back. How are we? If you have been following the series, you'll know where we are and you'll know what we've been up to, and you will notice that quite a bit has changed. Well, actually, I say quite a bit has changed. I'm forgetting that I actually did show you all this black stone in the last episode. All that really has changed, I think, is now every branching out bridge has got the lava in it. All of them are source blocks, they all drip into the middle, and the center in here has actually gotten a bit deeper. It's still not at the bottom yet. I mean, we'll get there at some point, but you know, the digging is making me want to throw my controller out the window and me into a wall. Hello. Last time my main concern was about how I'm actually going to get all the lava. I was thinking it was just going to be the absolute worst time of my life. I really wasn't looking forward to it. I really couldn't be bothered. Well, let me show you how lucky I am. So this is a tunnel. You come down. This is the portal to the other side. You walk out of it, and we're right into this lovely big delta. I think it's a delta. It's a basalt stuff. Anyway, look. I stole all the lava from all these little pockets. There's still quite a lot left. If I need lava for anything else, we're sorted. Go away. Lovely. That's not all. And let me crouch here. We've got a lot of lava. Like, a lot. So that was quite convenient. I'll actually just mine down this side of it. And I was like, oh, cool. I mean, you know, that'll do. I've actually got an episode planned for once, and that's quite nice, you know. We're gonna well, now my shoes are wet. We're gonna continue working on this. That looks kind of wild. I can't lie. I like the look of that a lot. That's really, really cool. Obviously, apart from the bottom down here, looking absolutely awful and kind of all over the place, that looks incredible. I've got a few things I want to do. I've got a few things I want to try. And then there are a few things that we do just need to work on. Let me give you a couple examples of the ideas that I'm thinking of, and then we'll go from there, shall we? Now, obviously, with the main part of this structure going to be down below, we need a way down. And I'm thinking that we do it right on these corners here. So we match the ability to go up here onto whatever this is going to be. And then we turn here into the walkway down, or we start it here. So either it'll be an indent on the diagonal and it'll go down and take you down there, or it'll be on the surface. I don't know which one will look best. So I think that I'll probably end up doing one of each and then seeing which one I do like the look of the most. I've also then had a lovely idea. I've also had a lovely idea of something that I can do with these blocks here that I'm going to set up and try next, because it could very easily just look terrible. My main concern is when I'm actually trying that idea, because we don't actually know what block is going to be on these walls like we discussed last time. It was originally going to be the glass, which would make the idea that I have actually work, and it would actually be really, really good. Without having that being the grass, we need another block that is just as complementary, and currently I'm not really sure what that block is. Where did I put... Aha, I need a fair amount of water. That will hopefully be enough. Now, I really can't remember how much detail I went into last time about my ideas and my plans, and how much I've just discussed with a few people off camera, and I've actually said, oh, this is what I'm gonna do. I can't remember if I've told you guys. So I'm wanting down here, this circle in here to go really, really far down. Then this actual thing here is gonna turn into like a tree trunk. We're gonna have a huge canopy up top, branches coming off, roots and all that stuff down the bottom. Now, I do think I went over that. There'll be the vines, the water, and the lava down there. But... well, have I got a way out of here? Aha. Now, we do need a way to get the water down there. And my thinking is to have the water come from up there, come down here, hit this block, and then do something like this. And then follow on in a trench kind of like that, have these all filled up, and then it'll flow down there. Actually, how I probably would have this, just to keep the same theme as up top, I'd probably dig this down and then have glass going over the top. So you could see the water underneath, and then you just see it coming out of the hole there. That could actually be really cool. But I'm also not entirely sure how this all works, and I'm not really sure how it'll come together. So you're here to watch me experiment. Now, I can't fully remember what block I've got up here, but can I waterlog? I mean, I can. Okay, but then that. Ah. Oh, wait, hold on. How have I done? Oh, wait. Okay, so that's not actually what I was wanting originally, but I don't hate that because it completely follows the yeah. Okay, cool. That's actually worked pretty perfectly. Although, it must be said, I did kind of freak out and steal a load of water from up here, so I don't actually know where I stole the buckets from. Where are the source blocks? How can I recreate this? Okay, there's apparently just no water anywhere. Okay, so I stole that, and then I place it there, and it comes out like that. I think that actually looks really cool, you know? And then we would still have glass here and here. Yeah. Right, let me put in the rest of this water, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Now, keep in mind, this will be a whole lot prettier when the glass is in, the actual blocks down here are what they're meant to look like. And also, because this isn't actually as deep as this goes, this won't actually be staying. This is just proof of concept, so in my head, I know kind of what I want. So here, you would then just have glass here to here, and then follow it all down this, so you could walk on it, and then all of these corners would look like this. You've got the lava dripping down from on top, and then you'll have the glass coming out here, and I think that'll look really, really great. So we'll have the water shadowing these blocks up here. We've got the water and the lava beside each other, and then once we have the water and the lava flowing into the bottom here, right, don't look at me, go away. Once we have both of them flowing into the bottom, all we then need to do is just work out a pattern for the bottom down here, which I think will be a lot easier said than done. So I really like that idea. I don't think that's too hard to do. I think that'll look really cool. But stop looking at me. Stop it. Come here. Oi. I think he just walked into the lava. I think I just heard him die. No, he didn't. Okay, terrific. So now that that idea has been covered, and I've explained what I want to do with this, and down here, we do need to find a suitable replacement for these here. So we're gonna do some scientific testing, and we're gonna see if any of the ideas that I have in my head might possibly work. Ow. And by in my head, I mean one came from the comment section and one idea was from my roommates. Now, I'm not sure if one will work or if the other won't, or if they both won't or they both will. So I'm going to sleep, I'm going to get my things together, and I'll see you in the morning. Now, I definitely did just say that I will explain what I'm doing once I have everything together, but it might take me a wee while to actually get everything together, so I'm going to explain what I'm doing in the meantime. One of the things suggested to me was shave down these leaf blocks here, and then use them as blocks on the walls down there, and then maybe then they'll keep their color. I think that's a bit of a long shot, but I think it is worth a try just in case. The next one I'm very confident doesn't work, but I need to try just in case it does. It would make a lot of sense if it did work this way, but I just unfortunately don't think Minecraft actually does. So everything down here, when we use the grass blocks, everything is a little bit yellow because everything's dry and everything is slightly decayed and slightly dead. So how would you fix that in real life? Ow! You'd use a bit of irrigation, which would mean, in theory, if these blocks became that, yeah, okay, fair enough. If these blocks were beside the water, then they might become a little bit more green, a little bit more lush, and a little bit more vibrant. I need to stop saying lush because last time I said it too much and I got in trouble for it. So that didn't work, and I'll be honest, I'm really close. I'll be honest, it was a long shot. I really didn't think it would work. But if it did, it was worth a try. Now, these I'm not really sure. Okay, no, they also didn't, and they're really see-through. Okay, that is upsetting. Let me just double check. Yeah, okay, that's fine. They are the right blocks. Then I'm back to being slightly out of ideas, which isn't exactly ideal, but at least we know kind of what we want. So for right now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna dig that down a little bit further so we can finally see how big I actually want this to be, as well as then possibly being able to put all 4 of these in. But then at the same time, do I want to put all of these in if I'm just gonna be digging up all the blocks? Because it would be a lot easier to not have them in, right? That's very frustrating. I'm gonna go back to digging while I have a good think, and I'll see you in a wee bit. So I'll be completely honest, and not too much thinking has happened, but yeah, a lot of digging has happened, and you might see that everything is now the one color, and well, I'll explain why in just a second. I don't really know why I said I'll explain why in just a second, as if I was gonna say something else first. Like, it's literally what I'm coming to next. So every block here, I think on all the walls, I've made sandstone. There might be the odd sand block. It makes my eyes cross, and I feel like I'm going blind whenever I look at this for too long. So if there's any sand blocks, I'll fix them at some point this millennium, but you know, for now, I think it's fine. All the floor, the walls, the floor down there, all the middle pillar, everything is the same. Everything is the same. And that's just because I really want you guys to properly see what this is going to look like, and I think it's a lot easier to understand and get an actual vibe for it as well. Actually, it's not just for you guys, it is for myself. I like everything to be the same block just so I can actually get a good look at it and think, okay, so this is what it looks like. I do realize that if I am going to replace all these with something else, then obviously that does mean any block I've put down will just be coming up. That's fine. It's not the end of the world. Obviously, this middle pillar here, I've already said, is going to be the tree, so all this will be going down and getting replaced by wood. but that's fine. I don't really care because for right now, I can see kind of what everything will look like. If the floor here gets changed, obviously they've got to come up. I'm now just repeating myself, but you get the general vibe. I think for right now, just to continue this vibe, I'm going to put in all these waterfalls. Hopefully, I've dug down there enough. Also, this goes down from here, which is 56. It goes down to 35, so it's a 21 block gap. That's just because 21 is just the best number there is, honestly. Let's not discuss it. Let's not debate it. Just agree with me. We can move on with our lives. I think from there to here is like 10. I figured that's a nice round number to actually just have a stopping point. But I tell you what, I haven't updated the map, and I'm not 100% if it'll look too different. Also, times are getting tough. I was on a roll, and I have no more diamonds here, so I've been switching to iron tools. Let's go for a quick fly. All right, that is looking much nicer. That looks kind of wild. It looked, I honestly think, ow, I think it might have looked a bit better with that being a different color, which just tells me that, in fact, that should not be the same color as this. But then again, if we are having everything as a different color, then these middle sandstone-y bits won't actually matter. So yeah, I'm kind of waffling. I'm kind of talking rubbish, but, you know, it kind of makes sense. Anyway, that's what I've been up to. That has taken a very long time. I need to go and get some diamonds. I need to add the water in here just to see what it actually looks like. No matter what I do, I can't get rid of this water block. And then after that, I'm not really sure, you know. We might just move on to trying to design these walkways down and see what we can come up with. And then after that, it might just be trying to work out which block we want. If we're gonna have the way down here, these don't need to be half slabs or stair blocks sporadically because we have the way down. So they can just be literally any block. But I really don't know. If it was like quartz or something, that could work to go with the white and then the black and then all the colors. And that takes a lot of quartz. It could be white concrete. It could be, I don't know what it could be. But anyway, I'm gonna go put the waterfalls in. I'm gonna go get some diamonds and I'll see you when I see you. Okay, so we're back. I've got all the waterfalls in. They look pretty neat. I haven't put the glass in yet just because I wasn't really sure if I want to go that far yet because then I'll just have to silk touch it away and it'll just get messy. But at the same time, you know, I might as well, but I forgot to lose. If we do change these, I've already got to change the waterfall and all these blocks around it. Anyway, so I honestly might as well. It looks really cool going into here, so I'm very happy about that. I have also added some of the crying obsidian up here. I said that I was going to do that a while ago, and I do like that it just adds a little bit more color. I didn't actually realize how much of a different color the crying obsidian was to the blackstone. And then I did consider changing the blackstone to obsidian, but then obviously you don't get obsidian stairs and half slabs, so the bottom of it would be ruined and then it would just get kind of messy. And well, it already looks a little bit disheveled and a little bit all over the place, so you know, there's only so much more messiness I can take. But as for right now, what I've done here, I've removed all of the blocks going from the top down to the bottom here. Now, I've done that because I'm really having trouble visualizing how this staircase is going to look. Because realistically, that to be there, that has to be there, that will have to be there. That's fine. That block would have to go there. And does it then just follow that pattern down? No. Actually, yeah, hold on. We can just do this all the way down. Does that work for going up and down? It sure does, but it's going to be a little bit sticky outy, which means we would then have to slightly change the pattern here. Give me 1 second. I'm going to put in all these blocks. You'll see what it looks like when it's done because it's probably kind of boring to see me place blocks. So I'll see you in like literally 1 second. Now, as you can see here, we've not exactly done much. Now, I've been away for like 5 minutes. And I'll tell you why. Because if we slowly pan up here, you can see the staircase is kind of coming down, but at this trajectory, it's just going to fly off into the middle, which won't work. This is just infuriating. I need to put down the glass blocks so my feet stop getting wet. Now, don't get me wrong, going down the staircase here is completely fine. It would go into the middle. We could have like a ring in the middle and then another like staircase down, but then that just gets really messy. Ow. Or does it? With that being said, could that be kind of cool? It comes down to like a ring in the middle here. Then the ring lead, nah, because that would be, it'd have to come down like here and here. And you'd be walking beside the that could be kind of cool. Then, So this is what my brain sounds like when I'm thinking. So that could be kind of cool, you know. So if this came down and it meets a ring on one of the levels here, and then obviously when that becomes a tree, that could look kind of cool. Then you have extra walkways that then lead down to the streets here, and you go either side of the lava. That could be kind of cool, but I think that might be a bit of work, but I'm considering it. What would it, and we would just need to put the blocks back in the... I'm so happy I have feather falling. Right, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna put that idea in for at least one of them, and then we'll see what that looks like. So I'll see you in like 2 hours. All right, so I've been busy, and the design that I've done isn't perfect, and I don't know if I love it or if I hate it. I think the general idea of it is pretty cool. It's fairly nifty, but it definitely needs some work, and I think it does need to be customized, and will look a lot better once it actually has been. But here's what we have for now. So you come down here, these will take you all the way down, they'll come over here, and then you'll get set on fire. Yeah, so in all my testing, that never actually happened, and well, basically, I panicked as soon as I turned the camera on. So these could either be switched to stairs, so they come closer to the edge here. This could be a little bit thicker, so we have more to walk on. These will be different colored blocks. Maybe it might stay the sandstone, it might not. I don't really know what I want it to be. Instead of being a straight line down the bottom, it could be more curved. I don't know. There's a lot of fun stuff that we can do with it, and I am quite fond of it. So I think this could be where we actually go with this idea. And then once that's actually got the glass on it, when you do come down here and you come here, you then just walk over and then you come to the edge here and then you look down and you're great. I think I will also change this edge block here, the circle, to be maybe black or something, just so there's a little bit of extra color down here. But yeah, that's an excellent that we've done, and that's kind of cool if you ask me. All right, well, this video is already late as it is. It's probably, I don't know, I said I was getting back to a 3 to 4 day schedule, and this is day probably number 6, maybe, it might be 5. I've kind of lost track of my days. I'm very, very sorry. I hope you have enjoyed today's episode. I really have. I actually have an idea where I think that these middle bits here could definitely be different colors. So I'm thinking maybe like quartz, because everything else around here, the sandstone kind of color. That middle column there with the lava could be quartz, and that could look pretty funky. Anyway, enough of making ideas. I've got to go and edit this video. So if you have enjoyed today's episode, please feel free to leave a like. They're completely free. They make me feel warm and fuzzy on the inside. I know that you're liking the look of whatever this is, because it's no longer a temple. It's some kind of like crazy demonic sinkhole, and I'm completely okay with that. So leaving a like on the video is a win-win-win. And really, I mean, look at this. What more could you ask for? You can also subscribe to the channel completely for free. You get to see everything else I make. You get to see how I finish off the design down there. You get to see what I turn the rest of this place into. Shut up, phone. I think we've gone all episode without you disturbing me, so I think we're good. So yeah, pretty much, just tell your mum, tell your dad, tell your dogs, tell the cats, tell these guys over here, subscribe to the channel. You know you want to. I think I've said everything I need to. The outro's a little bit rushed, because I'm trying to get this done as quickly as possible, so I can actually upload it, so we can actually get it up tomorrow morning, which will be Friday. And yes, by morning, I mean 12:30, so it's technically the afternoon, but fight me. So having said that, and with that being said, I hope you stay out of trouble, don't do anything I wouldn't do, and I'll see yous laters.